Hey there, how's it going? Edu Prado here, and it's the end of the year. I'm in the middle of 1,000 things at the same time, but we're soon to release our new Extended Electric Guitar library for EPS, and it's sounding pretty cool, so let me give you a quick overview and a walkthrough. So let's dive into it. So welcome to the Extended Electric Guitar by Edu Prado Sounds. So this library is basically like a continuation of our classic extended guitar made with acoustic guitar. So it's like bringing it to the next level, bring a different tone to use an electric guitar. So on the user interface, you have this nice photo of my guitar that was used for the sampling process. So you have your space control, which is an impulse response reverb that you can turn on and off here. You have a mix control and the size, and then you have a little drop-down menu with 10 carefully selected impulse responses. Then down here you have a cabinet emulation that you can turn on and off, and then you control the rate of the spin, and you can also add some gain to it. Down here you have your attack and release controls that helps you shape the sound as you want, and it's pretty useful for this library. On the right side on the top you're going to have a smudge effect. So you can turn on and off here. It's basically gonna add some dirt, and it's like a speaker emulation, and then you can boost it all the way here. You also have a scream effect, which is like a drive, and the pump, which is a very strong compression. Down here you have your high pass and low pass filters that you can turn on and off and control them here. And here in the middle you have the smear effect, which is that amazing kind of dreamy ethereal diffusion effect, which is like a reverb or an echo. So you can turn it on and off here, and then you can control the feedback amount, the time, and the mix and how much you want it. Among all these, you can really shape the sound the way you want, so it's a very versatile library. This library comes with 20 NKIs with all the different articulations, different sounds already presetted, they're ready to go. Cool, so let's take a quick look to some of the main sounds we have in this library. The first patch is the finger muted, which is like a palm muted guitar played with a finger. And you have 5 velocity layers and round robins, so it's a very natural and very dynamic patch. So it goes all the way from a very soft finger mute to like a snap. And this is a little bit of what you can do with it. The second NKI is the fingered harmonics. And I love how it sounds. So again, the harmonics play with the finger that you can really hear the skin plucking the strings, which I think is really nice. So here's how it sounds. The third NKI is called sneaky harmonics, which is basically the finger played harmonics without the attack. So the finger harmonics have the natural decay of the guitar, but this one, it's more like a pad. So you have a slow attack and you can hold them on forever. And they sound like this. So the extended electric guitar have 3 different bowed articulations. You have the bowed harmonics, you have the bowed Sul Pont, and you have the bowed Tremolo. And then you have the bowed evolutions, which combines the 3 techniques. So let's take a look at each of them. The bowed harmonics sound like this. nice and soft. And what I liked with the bolt articulations, they all have a lot of movement and life into them, which I think it makes this library really like rich and full of character. So next would be the boat Sul Pont, which is playing close to the bridge, or in this case even close to the nut. And that's where you're gonna get some higher harmonics on the overtones from that string. And all the bolt articulations, they're really long and they are constantly changing, adding some movement, adding some life to the sound. And then we also have the tremolo. And then you have the boat evolutions that combines all the boat articulations. And it's so nice because using the module, you can actually change between the articulations. And you have this diagram in the middle to show which articulation you're using. So down here, you're going to be using harmonic, and then you can transition to the Sul Pont, and then go all the way to the tremolo. And this gives you so much control and expression, and it's so nice to play with. The next patch is called Ethereal Marbles, and from here you have also the electric crystals, bowed grains, degraded bow, anxious crumbs. And these patches were created by processing and manipulating the original bowed samples and the harmonics to create these beautiful ethereal soundscapes. They are so useful to layer with other sounds. This is the bowed grains. And here's a little bit of the electric crystals. This one is called Lecat because it is a legato patch. I think it's great for the bass sound. And we also have two tapping patches, the electric tapping and the electric Tapn Slide. The electric tapping offers a nice range of dynamic layers, and the top layer, when you play it strong, it gives it also a little bit of vibrato, which is nice. And then the Tapn Slide will offer you a slide up and slide down samples. And it's according to the velocity. So you're going to have this diagram in the middle that's going to show you which one you're playing. So when you play soft, you're going to have a slide up. And when you play with a high velocity, you're going to have a slide down. And this is what you can do with it. And last but not least at all, you have the guitar sound effects, which is going to give you a lot of different sounds you can get from a guitar, like muted strings, plucks, scratches that you can layer with the other patches to give like a more natural and live feel. They're quite fun to play with. For example, combining the guitar sound effects with the muted guitar, you can get this. So that's it. I'm really excited about this library. Please let me know what you think. I hope you have a lot of fun with it, and I'll see you on the next one.